Welcome back. Joe DeVito is with us in the studio. And we were talking to him a little earlier, and he's not been here for 12, 13, 14 years.
It's been a while.
Well,
Wow.
I think it's not been that long.
You think?
How long have we been here?
16 years.
In this studio?
Yeah, I think so. 15 years maybe.
Because we started out at the Lyric, and
We
that was in
did.
2006.
And I had an office down next to the library.
But we did not, we didn't
which they
film
ended
there.
up buying. It's a little annex building. I was there for a while.
Were we even a year at the Lyric? Probably not.
I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll go back and check. You were telling me that our first show was when?
May 31st, 2006.
Okay. So that's how many years ago? This is what year is today?
14?
Anybody got a calculator or an old abacus?
Right.
Did you, Joe? Did you
Yes.
do abacus when you were in school?
No, but I was very good in math.
We're very good at math.
be.
See,
Did we calculate that correctly?
Well, yes, but I'm guessing it may have been 12 or 13 years since I've
Okay.
been
that's
here.
fine.
Well, it's nice to have you
Well,
back.
it's
Thank
not.
you.
It's
Thanks
not
for
about
having
when
me.
you were here first. It's really about when you were here now,
Yes.
because now is more important than yesterday.
Wow, philosophical and all. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
What's going on with you?
Same old, same old. DeVito's restaurant, trout farm. Trout farm, we're celebrating 50 years this year.
Oh, my goodness.
My brothers and I, my father, my uncle Gene Rainey, and cousins started working there in 1970 when we opened
Wow.
it. The restaurant, we're going on 34-year anniversary in November. So
Oh, cool, cool.
Long
Now
time.
your brother, your other brother, closed in Eureka Springs.
yes,
Is that right?
James, who is kind of on his own after 31 years, he closed DeVito's. He has opened Take 5 Bistro in the
Oh.
front dining room. It possibly may be carry out only
Okay.
at this time.
So he's still carrying on.
He is, but he does have a restaurant up for sale if anybody, with the
Right.
most beautiful apartment underneath it.
Oh,
So
okay.
gorgeous outside seating for himself.
He's got
and
some
everything.
prime location
Oh,
over
he
there.
does. He does.
So let's talk about DeVito's
Yeah.
here and you know, some of the changes that you've seen through the 34 years or whatever and how it's evolved.
Oh, it's been quite the ride. Of course, we built the original restaurant in 1986, which is on the screen.
Beautiful there.
It took us a year and a half to build it, but we did everything but the electrical and the plumbing.
Now,
Wow.
what year is this? Do you?
That was.
Look at that car.
That
Yeah.
car is an old Cadillac. I would say it's probably late 80s.
80s,
maybe.
yeah.
Not much.
Beautiful.
And there's
And
the
then
new
here's-
building, which we did not build.
Okay.
We made it much harder to burn since we were
Oh yeah.
Right.
burnt to the
Yeah.
ground in August
Right.
of 2000. So it's been 20 years since that
Wow.
happened.
Nobody saw that
Wow.
coming.
No.
Time flies.
So, but we still, there's Dad with my nephew Brandon in that
How
picture.
cute.
So,
Now, your dad was really involved in tourism.
Yeah.
yes.
And I just learned that you're a part of the Ozark Mountain Region Tourism Association. Was it the same thing, or is that something new?
Dad was part of everything. He
Yeah.
was part of Arkansas Hospitality Association, the Travel Council. I'm on the Restaurant Association side of that. He was on Scenic 7. He was on Ozark Mountain Region Board of Directors. After he passed on shortly after the fire, I was invited to be on the Board of Directors of Ozark Mountain Region, so I jumped at the chance. A lot of the big resorts, the owners are on the board of directors and that. Kelly Link was a director for many years, and
Kelly.
he was as good as they get. He decided to step down. Well, we hired a girl that lasted about 4 months, and then she moved to Florida.
Oh, wow.
So I said that I could probably be the director if we don't find anybody else, and they all said, yeah, that's a great idea.
They probably didn't even look.
Yeah, so I was already working 70 to 100 hours a week at
Oh,
the
goodness.
restaurant. So I did take on this second job 4 years ago.
Wow.
So I'm juggling both the restaurant and
Oh.
Ozark Mountain Region.
So you are on the go.
Yep.
Oh.
Kind of the spokesperson.
But I love both jobs. Ozark Mountain Region, we cover Boone, Newton, Searcy, Marion, and Baxter County, which is the beautiful lakes,
Yeah.
the Buffalo River, Crooked Creek, everything in between. So
Cool.
you can't beat it. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to talk a little bit about the restaurant?
The restaurant, it's been an interesting few months, several
Yeah.
months. It's always been a challenge for 34 years. Anybody in the restaurant business or anybody in any business knows what it's like
Yeah.
doing
You're
all
married
the,
to that
all the
job.
hard work. April and May, we took a big hit this year. We were doing carry out and curbside only, so we were down about 50%. We waited till June 2nd to open up dine-in. We went ahead and closed Monday nights. We opened dine-in June 2nd, and we are actually doing better than we did last year. So
Wow.
we're very thankful for our customers, both dine-in and the curbside. So.
Okay. All right.
It's still an option to do curbside. if
Oh yeah,
people
yeah.
would like
We
to.
have some nights, like last night, we had more dine-in. Some days, I think Sunday, we had more carry-out and curbside. So.
Well, tell us what people can experience with the menu, like for instance. Here.
There's a shot of the spaghetti, our trout, boneless butterfly trout dishes. We still have our trout 8 or 10 different ways. Chicken Parmesan's one of the favorites. Chicken Almondine. We haven't changed our menu a whole lot in 34 years, but people love
Why should
it.
you?
They
If you
love
ever
that.
take chicken almondine away, I may
They
hurt you.
love that certain dish.
We're done if you take that one away.
So we may not change our menu for another 15 years.
But it's working.
This is
so-
something we've added.
is that?
That's a garlic and red pepper trout, something we created. One of the new things we've added over
Was
the
that on the
years.
menu?
It's on the board when you walk
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't see it on the menu.
Oh, there's
And the
Dad's famous
dessert.
apple pie that my brother Steve makes now. Chris and Steve make about 8 different homemade desserts. Chris rotates out his different kinds of cheesecakes weekly. So,
Making me hungry.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
and we still, Chris, Steve, and I still do all the preparation and cooking. Nobody has cooked but us for 34 years. So
Wow.
That's amazing.
you will not find many places that happens. So.
Well, and I've talked to different people that are in the restaurant business, and Dan Haas has been in the business for a long time, and he said one of the hardest things to do is consistency. You know, if you go in there one week and you go, wow, it tastes a lot different than it did last time. My wife Kelly and I were in there last weekend, and it tastes the same as it did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's something you should be proud of.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it was good, great food. And then after we ate, we went down to the spring there, and we fed the trout.
Yep.
And just kind of.
And
Had a good
people can
time.
fish for the trout, correct?
We
Or how?
50 years ago, it was $1.60 a pound. Now it's actually $8.25 a pound. We still clean them. We pack them in ice for them to go. They don't have to have a license or a trout stamp. They can also pay an additional $8. We cook their fish, give them hush puppies, choice of potato, small salad, and bread. And it's quite the experience. People
It is,
remember it. We don't have
Oh,
very
no
many
doubt.
people fish anymore, but I'll have somebody show up 30 years after they fished as a kid. They somehow
That's funny.
searched us out and found us and brought their kids or grandkids.
That's amazing.
That's neat.
Just the experience of
Yeah.
going down there is all very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. Joe, thank you so much for being here.
I started to say,
Oh, do you want to
what do
say
you do
something?
in your spare time?
Yeah.
That was a joke.
I don't.
He doesn't have any spare time,
no,
bless him.
no. I go into my days off for usually 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
But I love it. I get out. Monday I went fishing for 2 hours.
Good for
Life
you.
doesn't have to be complicated, does it?
No. I
Can be
I
simple.
caught 4 trout, but I threw them back because I don't want to clean trout when I get home. So.
Right.
I bet you're good at it, though.
Oh, very good.
Very good. I bet you are. Joe, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thanks for having
And
me.
we encourage everybody to support. I took my wife Kelly down there, and I said, this location has had it rough because the highway used to go through there, and then they changed it up the hill,
Right.
and then they changed it again.
Yes.
But you're
But
still
your
there.
reputation
We've
stands.
survived,
so people,
and we are very thankful. So.
And don't forget Devitos. I'm bad about that. I'll say, where do you want to go eat? And you need to think of Devitos first, because I know it's an experience to go out there. You take a little trip out there, and you should probably maybe reserve a time if you do. How does that work?
Right now we're seating 2/3 capacity, so we can seat about 65. Our tables are 6 foot apart. Of course, we're very careful. We swap tablecloths, wipe tables, and chairs between every seating. Nothing is on our tables. We're as cautious as can be.
Okay.
You can call for a reservation. That way you'll have a table for sure.
Is that true on the weekends as well? Because I know you used to not do reservations.
On holidays, Mother's Day and that, we don't, but
Okay.
we've even started taking them. So go ahead and
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
We'll let
Yeah.
you know.
Try it.
Yep. So,
Okay.
And if you're going to pop the question, that's a great place to do it.
Yes.
My husband was supposed to propose to me at DeVito's, and there was too many people there. So
Yeah.
he chickened out.
Well, that's why you can take your person down there to the spring and do it
Oh,
down
no,
there.
he took me to the Santa chair in the mall.
I proposed at the end of the parking lot at the trout farm. So
Hey,
Anyway.
it's a great place to do it. Thanks,
Yeah.
Joe. We appreciate
Thank
you
you
coming.
very
you.
much.
And I proposed last Saturday
Yeah.
night. Thank you very much.
Well, I did say that.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you, Dan. I've told Dan, I said, if you want to say something, just plug a mic in and you can be the voice of God.
there
over
you
there.
go.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate
Thank
it
you.
so
Not a
much for
problem.
being here.
You're good till we go to break.
We're going to take a
Hang on
break,
for a
and
second.
Beth Kaffenberger is here from the Boone County Library, and she's going to be here talking about some upcoming things that are happening there. So stay with us. We'll be right back.